Welcome ladies and gentlemen to Warwick Science's filmed practical activity of making oxygen gas. Now in class, oxygen gas is done as a demonstration because it's quite a complicated procedure, got a lot of equipment and some fairly dangerous stuff. As usual, the prac write-up will come up, so can I suggest that you pause the video, copy that down, and then when you're set to go you can recommence the video again. Okay, excellent. Now, in order to make oxygen gas, what we're actually going to do is we're going to decompose this material, which is called hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide goes over the chemical formula of H2O2. And what basically happens is that we break off water and we break off oxygen gas, and we actually separate the hydrogen peroxide to make those two substances. Now that occurs naturally within this material here, but we obviously want to speed it up a little bit. So to speed it up, what we do is we add some of these, and this is a substance called manganese dioxide. Manganese dioxide is in fact a catalyst. In chemistry, a catalyst is a substance that speeds up a chemical reaction and doesn't get consumed. So at the end of this experiment, we'll be able to collect the manganese dioxide back. Now, in order to do this one, we have to do it inside a trough, and we use one of these which is called a beehive shelf, and the beehive shelf just sits in there. Okay, and we have a gas jar here that's full of water. Now what we are doing is we're collecting this by a method called the downward displacement of water. So this goes up onto the beehive there, and this delivery tube here will go underneath and will bubble up and push the water down. So let's just put that a little bit closer so it's a little bit safer. Okay, so again, pouring a hydrogen peroxide, need to make sure that we have safety glasses on. We need to make sure that we hold the bottle, the label side of the bottle, and then we basically tip it in. Okay, so you can see there that it's starting to work. I'm going to put a little bit more catalyst in because that way it will just work a little bit quicker. Okay, so again, we just wait for it to bubble out, and we just basically place it in there. Now, as you can start to see, as we put the bottle on, you can see the oxygen that is being produced there. Now, this will take a little bit of time, as we have with the other one, so I'll stop the video, and when we come back, we will hopefully have a full jar of oxygen gas. Okay, looks like we've got our full jar of oxygen gas there. So what I'll do is I'll just slip the gas jar lid underneath and just bring out our full oxygen there. You can see that in the background there that it's still bubbling away because it's still producing the oxygen. Okay, now the thing is, what test do we use in order to show that it is oxygen gas? Well, we call it the flaming splint test. And essentially what we need to do is we need to produce a flaming splint. So we need to turn on a Bunsen burner. Okay, and what we then need to do is just burn the side of this. What we want to do is we just want to have the red hot coals that are on the outside. So just produce a little bit more so we get those nice coals happening. Burn it out and we put it in, and you can see there that it's starting to glow. So and produce smoke, so that actually shows us that oxygen is present. Sometimes it'll actually even relight as well. So you can see there that we produce the oxygen gas, and that it is in fact a gas that, although it's not flammable itself, it's actually needed in order for burning to occur. So please, if you can complete your worksheet, and then basically from there just check with your teacher to make sure that you have everything right. Thank you for accessing Warwick Science's film practical activities of making oxygen gas.